Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my friend. Hello, introduce my name is Oktaviana Putri Ayu Lestari from Semarang State University 1B Education Physics. Here I will make a video about impulse and momentum. Listen carefully, yes. Part 1. Impulse. As explained earlier, we need a force to make a stationary object move. An example is when we kick a ball that is still on the field. The ball will fly when we kick it. The kicking force on the ball includes a contact force that acts only for a short time. This style is called the impulse force. I is F multiplied different T, where I is impulse, F force impulse force, F is impulse force, different T is different second, T2 minus T1 second. Next, impulse card. If the impulse for F which change with time interval is grabbed by Ft, then the setting area in the time interval different T, where different T is T2 minus T1 equals setting area under the grab Ft with the value boundary of T1 when contact occurs up to T2, when contact occurs up to T2, when contact end. Next, part 2, momentum. Momentum is a measure of the difficulty of stopping an object in motion. Mathematically, momentum is defined as the product of its mass and velocity. P is m multiplied velocity, where P is momentum kilogram meter per second, m is massa kilogram velocity meter per second. Next, the relationship between impulse and momentum. F is m multiplied I, where I is different v divided different t is velocity 2 minus velocity 1 divided different t. So F is m multiplied velocity 2 minus velocity 1 divided different t. F multiplied different t is m multiplied velocity 2 minus m multiplied velocity 1. F multiplied different t is momentum 2 minus momentum 1. I is different momentum. Exercise. A motorbike with a driver with a mass of 200 kg is traveling at a speed of 40 km per hour with an acceleration of 2 meters per second. The change in momentum of the motor after moving for 5 seconds is answer. From the question, it is known m is 200 kg. Velocity 1 is 40 km per hour is 11,11 meter per second. I is 2 meter per second. T is 5 seconds. First, we have to find speed after 5 seconds. I is different v divided t, where different v is I multiplied t. Velocity 2 minus velocity 1 is I multiplied t, where velocity 2 is velocity 1 plus I multiplied t. Velocity 2 is 11,11 plus 2,5 is 21,11 meter per second. So, the change in momentum can be obtained by different P is I is M multiplied different V. Different P is M multiplied velocity 2 minus velocity 1. Different P is 200 multiplied 21,11 minus 11,11. Different P is 2,000 kilogram meter per second is 2 kilo ns. Next, exercise 2. A ball with a mass of 220 gram 120 gram is thrown horizontal against the wall at a speed of 30 meters per second and bounces back. If the ball is reflected at the same rate, then the ball impulse that occurs is answer. From the question, it is known M is 120 gram is 0,12 kilogram. Velocity 1 is 30 meter per second. Velocity 2 is minus 30 meter per second. So, the impulse are I is different P. I is M multiplied different V is M multiplied velocity 2 minus velocity 1. I is 0,12 multiplied minus 30 is 0,12 multiplied minus 60 is minus 7,2 ns. The minus sign here show the direction. So, the direction is different from the original direction because the ball is bouncing. Thank you for the listen in video. I hope this video is useful for all of us. Sorry if there is a word wrong. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you next time.